Hi everyone, this is Gladys Diaz with Heart's Desire International, and I'm here today with your Love Talk with the Love Twin. Michelle and I had the amazing privilege of being able to speak at the Women's Prosperity Network's Unconference this weekend, and it was really amazing because this is an organization that is for successful women, business women, entrepreneurs who are looking to take their businesses to a new level, and they do it in the spirit of collaboration, or as they say, co-opetition instead of competition. It's really about cooperating and lifting each other up. And when Michelle and I spoke, we spoke about the secret to having it all, how you can be unstoppable in your business, or as we say, the invincible woman in your business, and be simply irresistible in your love life. And as we spoke about some of the ways that we sometimes in business, we're a certain way, we have to be forceful sometimes, or we think we do, but we don't. So we don't have to be forceful, but there are things that we have to get done. We're in doing energy, we're getting things done, we're making sure that projects get accomplished, that we're hitting our goals. And then many times we're also managing teams of people who can help us to get those goals accomplished. Now, all of that is well and good when you're talking about being in business. You're a go-getter, you do things, you get things done, and then you help manage a team of people. It's very good leadership skills. However, when you bring that over into your romantic life, into your love life, whether you're single and you're dating or you are in a romantic relationship, it doesn't always translate very well. As a matter of fact, many of the skills that propel you to success in business will actually repel love, intimacy, connection, and romance when it comes to loving relationships. So I wanted to just talk about one of the things that we talked about. We call it the CPAs. And the CPAs are, for those of you who have been following us for a while, you know that we always talk about the three P's, right? The three things that a man wants to do more than anything else in the world, which is to, when he cares about a woman, he wants to make sure that he's able to help provide for her. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to be a damsel in distress, or you have to quit your business or your job. It just means that you allow him to contribute to your life in some way. So that's the first one, is to help provide. The second one is to protect. And that it doesn't mean that you have to be saved or rescued. It just means that he's able to prevent he wants to know that he's able to prevent any harm from coming to you, whether that be emotional or physical. And I had a beautiful woman who I love at our table. Her name is Cheryl. She was sharing how she actually came to the Irresistible Woman seminar last year, and she had a stroke 9 months ago, and she was talking about how her husband has just taken care of her and how he really showed her the power of true love after so many years of marriage, over 20, maybe 30 years of marriage. And so it's just so beautiful to see her get emotional still after so many years about how he loves to protect her. And then the third P is that he wants to please you. He wants to know that you're happy. And I always say he wants to know, he doesn't just want to see a smile on your face, he wants to know that he had something to do with that smile on your face. So a man wants to please, protect, and provide. And what happens is we want that too, right? I would love a man who wants nothing more than to make me happy. Thank God I have one, right? But I think it's something that we all want. But what happens is when we bring the doing energy or the masculine energy into our love lives, many times, because we're so in our masculine energy, even if you're selling Mary Kay, I was just did a Facebook live video about the Hearts Together lipstick, which I have on from Mary Kay. And even if you're selling Mary Kay and it's a very feminine product, you still have to channel some of your masculine energy, because you have to get the job done. You have to make the sales, you have to make the calls, you have to place the orders, and you have to make sure, if you're a sales director, that your team has everything that they need and everybody's putting their orders in on time. So there's still that masculine energy, right? So many times when we bring that into our romantic relationships, it shows up as the 3 C's. So the 3 C's are criticizing. Sorry, we're right by the airport, so I apologize. I'm gonna bring this in a little bit just so that I can speak loudly. It's the beauty of being live, right? So the 3 C's are: we complain, or we criticize, or we correct. So how does that show up? It could be that, because we're so used to saying, no, that's not the way it's done, you need to do it this way. When we're talking to a team member at work, we might also be saying to our husbands, that's not the way it works, or that's not the way it's done right. And so we correct them, or we criticize what they did, or we complain about what they didn't do. And so the 3 C's kind of kill the 3 P's, that man's desire to please, provide, and protect, because he kind of feels like nothing's good enough. If it's not good, then it's not good enough, and like he doesn't really hold much of a chance at winning. So what do? We bring in the 3 A's. So ladies, if you've got a pen and pencil close by, you want to make sure you write this down. So how can we make sure that we are being, magnifying the 3 P's in a man? Well, all a woman needs to do is to access her 3 A's. And that is that we can appreciate, we can let a man know simply saying thank you for what you did. One of the formulas I give my clients is thank you for, it made me feel, right? So thank you for taking out the garbage, it made me feel great to see that it was out there. Or thank you for taking care of the taxes, and makes me feel good to know that's taken care of. Or thank you for, thank you for working so hard. It makes me feel safe to know that we are good financially, right? So that's the formula that I teach my clients. And another A, so the first one was appreciate, the second one is to affirm. So you want to affirm, and this works with everyone, right? But we're talking specifically about the man in our lives. You want to affirm the things that you like, rather than complain about the things that you don't. So if you like that he's, like, one of the things that I will affirm is when my husband, when he cleans off the counter, because he knows that's one of my pet peeves. And so I'll say thank you, show appreciation, right? Thank you, honey, I appreciate how you cleaned off the counter. Now, instead of saying the counter's a mess, when are you going to clean the counter, how come the counter's always messy, that's a complaint. I'm just affirming what I really appreciate. When he just does so many things that I could do a whole video on why my husband's amazing. Another A. But you just affirm the things that you want. So think about the things you've been complaining about and look to see, look for the opportunity when he does do that thing that you really like, that makes you happy, and that you appreciate, and you affirm that action. And then the third one, I am so sorry, I cannot control the airplanes. Then the third thing is to admire. That's the third A. So to let him know what you admire about him. So one of the things I absolutely admire about my husband is he is a man of integrity. When my husband says he is going to do something, you can bet money that it is going to get done. I also admire that he's a very strong man, and not just physically. He's got a hot body, but he's also strong character, and I love that, and it makes me feel very safe to be around someone so strong and protective. So those are your 3 A's to magnify the 3 P's and eliminate the 3 C's from your life. You want to appreciate, affirm, and admire, so that he is then inspired to please, provide, and protect you. Okay, this is Gladys Diaz with Heart's Desire International. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and until our hearts meet again, always remember that you are loved. Goodbye for now.